Hi and welcome to my random ruminations. I'm really starting to dislike Sony Vega. I use version 11, which admittedly is 2 generations back, but it's one that runs well on the PC I'm using. Seeing as it's a 32-bit PC, I don't really have a choice. Anyway, so I get this message from my little sister Claire to tell me that the Agrarian Skies episode I put up tonight, which is last night for you, was actually unwatchable because the music the music channel was way too high, and it was actually washing out all the other sound. Well, after a lot of digging into the settings in Sony Vega, I found that there was something in there that was just flicking and resetting all the volume levels, all the sound levels on every single channel every time I went to render every time I went to render. And the thing about it is that I render a lot. Now it hasn't been visible or seen in these vlog videos before because it only has one sound channel, and that's the channel for my voice. That's it. Whereas my Agrarian Skies ones, they have 5 or 6 channels generally, sometimes a couple more depending on cuts and what have you. And of those, all but one are sound channels. So they all have, there's a lot of sound in there, there's a lot of music in there. And the music that when I downloaded from Incompetech, and the music you download from there, the sound levels on it are extremely high, which is a good thing. Makes them very adjustable, very easy to manipulate. And ooh, that's a big spider. Wow. Anyway, fluffy ceiling bunnies, which apparently is Claire's favorite new saying. I'll tell that story someday. But so yeah, after all this, I went to re-edit it because I would have to start from scratch. I generally record in .mp4 or .mov. These video blogs are .mov. What I record now is .mp4. But when you render, it changes everything into a single solid unit. And I kind of automatically delete my master files as I finish editing them because they're big. I mean, the smallest ones for the Agrarian Skies are easily 0.5 GB or more. And I don't have infinite drive space, so I have to delete. Of course, I deleted that file, and I used 4 different file restoration programs that I have. None of them could find it. And the reason none of them could find it was already overwritten. So, so episode 16, the original episode 16 no longer exists. It's gone forever. So what I had to do was move today's episode to yesterday. Well, tomorrow's episode to today, depending on your time frame. And shove everything back a day. It just means that I have you can see here, I have a video editing and that rendering. And that one was meant to be for next Monday. It's now for Friday, but that's not a big deal. I have a load of stuff ready to go for Friday anyway, for recording over the weekend, I should say. And I'm not going to have 4 episodes of Agrarian Skies anymore because I'm enjoying it, but on Thursdays I have the Crafting for Casey, which is the little series my 8-year-old kind of niece, and I may also be changing Monday or Tuesday, probably Monday if I do. I might be changing that to a second Let's Play of a different game. Purely because I just want to broaden the scope of what I do on my channel. I love Minecraft, it's always going to be a part of my channel, but you can have too much of it. and I don't get great numbers for it. I mean, most of my videos get between 6 and 10 views, so I don't get most of my Minecraft ones, so I don't get great numbers from it. I get much better numbers for, well, anything else actually, and that's because the market is kind of oversaturated, and that itself is fine. I mean, one of the things I went into this knowing was that I was going into a very saturated market, and that a lot of what I was going to be putting up for the first year or two probably wasn't going to make much of an impact. That it would be 2 or even 3 years from now when I break like the 1,000 subscriber level, if I ever break it, and people will go on there and go, oh, I really like this, what else have they done? And then go back through my playlist and watch them then. That's where the views will come from in the future. YouTube is weird, making stuff for the future, but also because you need to have a certain amount of content on your channel to actually have people want to even bother looking at your channel. Or at least that's been my experience. So yeah, I'm thinking Agrarian Skies I will be cutting back to 2 episodes a week again like I did in the beginning. Partially because I'm reaching the point where when I started the big build it was easy to do 4 episodes a week because everything was so fast to get done. Now I'm reaching the point where it's taking longer and longer to get significant changes, things that are worth recording and showing my viewers. So I think I'm gonna cut back on that. I have got a couple of other games that I really want to do Let's Plays for, and not least of which being Metro 2033, assuming I can get permission to do it, and just the most beautiful. I'm not going to name it until I'm actually doing the Let's Play if I can get permission to do so, but it is the single most beautiful game I've ever played, and it's not that the graphics are anything amazing, but it's the way they're used and the sound, the music, the way the game is played. It's beautiful, and I'm really looking forward to that if I can get permission. And of course, don't know where it's gone, but that is of course still on my Let's Play list, along with the sequel when I can get a copy of it. So yeah, Sony Vega kind of sucks when it doesn't work, but pretty soon I'm going to be moving on to version 13, which I have used in the past. I do have a license for version 13, so I'm going to use it fairly soon once I get a 64-bit machine up and running, and that will be great because as much as I've enjoyed using 11, barring this one snafu, I loved 13. 13 is just so streamlined. It's just so much easier to use. Anyway, I am going to say goodbye. I will talk to you again tomorrow, Wednesday, for video blog, and of course Wednesday evening. Hang on, is it Wednesday that Casey's thing goes up? No, it's Thursday. Yeah, I don't remember things anymore. My head is getting kind of addled. Anyway, I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.